Website authoring. Now I will talk about the chapter 15. In this chapter you will learn how to define and use HTML tags, use a text editor to create a web page, display your web pages in a web browser, format text using predefined styles, align and enhance text, create, edit and attach a cascading style sheet, create styles using specific and generic font families, set font sizes using absolute and relative values, use classes within a style sheet, annotate your markup with comments, create numbered bullet and nested lists using color names and hexadecimal color codes, apply color to text and backgrounds, use anchors and hyperlinks within a web page to external pages and to send email, open a web page in a new window, create design page layout using tables, create and format tables including header, footer and body sections, insert, place and manipulate an image within a web page, manipulate an image in a graphics package, create a hyperlink from an image. Now in this clip I will talk about the point 15.1 introduction. What is a website? A website is a collection of individual but related web pages that are usually stored together and hosted by a web server. This can be programmed or created using different languages including HTML, Sun Microsystems, Java, and Microsoft ASP. Each web page can include a variety of different objects such as text, images, including moving images, and sound. You are going to develop your web pages in HTML. Now, what is HTML? HTML is an abbreviation for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a text-based language used to develop websites and is often used within an intranet or on the internet. Files are written in HTML using a simple text editor or web authoring package like Macromedia Dreamweaver or Microsoft FrontPage. Files are written in text format and are usually saved within h.htm like this file extension. These are file formats that are recognized as web pages by web browsers like Microsoft Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. You are going to develop your web pages using a simple text editor. Getting started. A good technique for working on web pages is to tile three windows on the screen at the same time. This means to fit them side by side like tiles. Whenever you do any work in HTML, it is recommended that you have a text editor, a website browser, and a list of your files in their storage folder visible. Now I click on Google Chrome. it is open. A text editor. And I will go to the select start button, followed by documents. Then this opens the document window, and I will go to sources. This should be like this. Then place this window in the lower left of the screen, and resize to be a quarter of the page. Then create a new folder for HTML in your user area by clicking the right mouse on the background. Here, click here, folder. Rename this to HTML. Then the location of this will depend on the structure of the system you are using. Go into this folder and create new subfolders for each task in this chapter. Call these folders task 15A to 15W. Now, for each task in this chapter, you must save all the files for the task in the correct folder. Make sure you are in the folder task 15A. This is where all the work from the first part of this chapter will be stored. The window should look similar like this. Open your text editor. In this case, you are going to open the notepad that I already opened. This can be opened by selecting the start button here and put notepad and click here. Place this window in the top left of the screen here and resize it so that this fills about a quarter of the screen. The text editor will be where we write the HTML markup to create each web page. I will resize to a quarter. And create in your browser and resize this window so that it fills the remaining half of your screen. Like this. Make sure that the windows fit together and do not overlap the screen. This should be like this. Although many people refer to HTML as a programming language, that is not strictly true. It is a markup language that uses a set of markup tags to describe a web page to the browser. HTML tags are shown using angle brackets around them, like this. A T M, like this angle brackets, and here HTML. The angle brackets tell the browser that this is a markup tag and do not text to be placed on the web page. The browser does not display the HTML text but uses the text to display the content of the page. Most HTML commands have pair of tags, one to open the command and one to close the command. Each tag has a pair of angle brackets around it. The first tag will usually appear in any web page will be this HTML. This tag tells the browser that everything following this tag will be written in hypertext markup language. The tag like this tells the browser that this is the end of the markup language. The forward slash shows that is a closing tag, this slashing button. All other HTML tags will appear between these tags. Each web page will have two clearly defined sections, the head and the body. The head section starts like this: HTML first, then head, and closes with a head and the forward slash here, like this, this open, this close, and this close the HTML, and here the head. And objects between these tags are not usually displayed by the web browser. Only a few tags are universally accepted within the head section of a web page. These are the base, the link, meta, title, style, this script. The body section starts with body. This body is always between the HTML, the first HTML, and the HTML with the forward slash. The body section starts with body ends with body with a slash, forward slash, and objects between these tags should be displayed by the browser. The body section should always contain a title. This is the name displayed in the browser toolbar. It is the page title if a page is added to favorites, and this is the title displayed in search engine results. The basic structure of any web page should therefore include some text like this. It always necessarily have these tags: first HTML, then head, title, web page name, close the title, then web, close the head, body, put your content here in the body, then close the body, and finally close the HTML. The base structure of any web page should therefore include this tag. This obligatory. Insert tags for the head section here. Insert objects to be displayed by the browser in the body section here. Between the tag body here. All the content that you want. I will say to you a hint. If you look at other websites HTML markup, you may find a doctype definition before the HTML tag. This is normal, but it's beyond the scope of this book. It will be needed if you wish to validate your web pages. So in your exam papers, these tags will not appear in of other web pages, only the text that I said in this clip. So do not be scared or preoccupied. And the point 15.1 is done.